Hey guys, Chris, Ironhead Garage. Well, I'm back again. Well, I got her manifold blowed off. Remember last time I started it and had an intake manifold leak. You can see right there. That's where it was burning the head, where that gasket wasn't working. Hey, I was able to find my my plug for my vacuum line. Fell down there. I never knew where it went. Well, that was a big job just to find that. But I got the manifold all off. If I tilt this guy up, there's my problem right there. Damn the man. Yep, they were the wrong gaskets. So these gaskets, I believe, were from like 72 to 79 or something like that. The gaskets I needed were the mid-60s, the 71, which have the bigger openings here. Yeah, what a bummer. Brand new gasket. There's 40 bucks down the drain, but you know, if you guys remember, I had this intake on there, and it's a 2-barrel intake, and I had this adapter. And I thought I was going to put this intake, just put it back on, but I had a little bit of seepage here, like that old timing chain cover on that motor. It was corroded pretty bad. I had to replace it. And if you can see right here, it's got some heavy pitting in there. Some super black RTV might seal it up, but I ain't gonna chance it. So I actually ordered another thermostat housing, because this one's kind of old. It's got a little bit of pitting in it. I just don't want no leaks this time. I'm going to go through all this, change this manifold. So I'm going to put that 4-barrel one on there. So this intake over here is the same, but 4-barrel. And I measured it, and the height is going to work. But I had to get a 1/2-inch adapter because my Edelbrock carburetor, the butterflies, hit these smaller holes. So if I go at 1/2 inch higher, the butterflies will clear these holes, and my air cleaner will still work. It won't hit the firewall on the old truck. So yeah, so this thing needs a little bit of cleaning, and this surface here is way better. It's not as pitted. So this guy here had this piece of pipe in there, and man, this baby was seized in there. I was afraid I was going to twist it off, so I heated it up with my torch red hot, and I was able to spin it out. So I went and got a plug for that. So an NPT plug, 1/4 inch, and then I got a vacuum 1/4 inch by 1/8 inch nipple. I had to buy an adapter. I couldn't find one that was 3/8 to 1/8 inch. So that runs my vacuum on my transmission. So I got to sand this guy down, paint it all up, but got my burr bit out on my drill. You can see the casting on this. It's pretty rough around here. So I'm going to go around here with my burr bit. I started right here and starting to smooth it out. I want to get all this chunky looking stuff off of there. And then I'll sand it down and paint her up. So I'll have a 4-barrel intake with my my 4-barrel Edelbrock. Yeah, it should run a lot better. That one might have got better gas mileage, but losing a lot of power probably. So I just got to take out my sending unit for my temperature gauge. I had this adapter here for the transmission, but it wouldn't fit in there. That one was too big for that intake. But yep, so sometimes you got to go backwards to go forward again. So I got the gaskets and the adapter, and I got a can of paint coming and a new thermostat housing. I'm gonna get her back together, see if she'll fire. All right, here we go again. That damn thing's heavy to get in there by yourself. All right. Hey, look at that. I got that manifold all painted up. Yeah, she looks pretty good, pretty smooth. Got the casting lines super smooth now. I didn't want to take them all away, I just wanted to smooth everything up. You can see on this one, the old one, look how jagged these are, the casting. Yeah, so I did get the square bore to quadrajet adapter, 2696, made by Edelbrock. I tried a cheap one from O'Reilly's and they're just junk. So there's that adapter on there. That plate, it's just sitting on there now. So I did take my square. I was afraid of running this adapter, would have been too high. So my air cleaner wouldn't work on the old truck, you know. But put a square or straight edge across here and measure down. And I got 6 1/8. I set the carburetor back on the old manifold and did the same deal. I had 5 7/8. So I'm only a 1/4 inch higher with this 4-barrel manifold. So that's killer. My air cleaner will still work. It'll probably be 3/8 away or so, but yeah, it came out super nice looking. Spent some time on it. So the only thing I see I'm missing now is the port. I gotta get a stud and put in there like the back of the carburetor has for power brakes. So gotta find me one of them. Probably got one around in my pile. I did get the right vacuum NPT piece here. I got a 1-piece one instead of running that double one I found. So yeah, new thermostat housing, new gasket. So I think I'm just going to leave this the aluminum color. They say it's aluminum. Feels like pot metal to me, but I think it's a lot better than this old cast one here. Pretty grody. So yeah, so gotta find that port. Try to get this big heavy pig into this truck. I'm gonna have to put me a towel or something up here on the fender and try to crawl my ass in there and get that intake bolted up. Alright. Came out pretty nice looking, I think, for a stock manifold. Well, I was digging through my stash. Hey, when was the last time you seen an old box like that? ProMaster coil. Yeah, goes my 55 gasser. But anyway, I was trying to look for a pipe plug for this adapter. And then I started looking closer. It's not even drilled. It's just a blank thread. I guess if you need it, you can finish machining it yourself. Yeah, the carburetor has one in the back for the, right there, that Allen bolt for the brake booster, but guess you don't need one. Alright, I'm ahead. Alright guys. Over here burning the midnight oil. Got my intake on there, all torqued down. Time for the rest of the parts. I've been over here working on the old truck and got the engine all back together. Man, that was a $150 goof up. So the intake manifold and the heads must be a later 60s, 65 to 71 are the intake gaskets I needed. And I got 71 and on gaskets. That's why they leaked. So yeah, live and learn. Study your stuff up a little bit before you go buying gaskets. But no big deal. Piece of cake to take that intake off and put her all back together. I've done it once. I've done it twice. So she's ready to fire up now. And I did actually, I went and bought some of them cheap ass coil spring boosters, if you guys believe it or not. And I put one in the front of the spring and one in the back of the spring on both sides, and it did lift me up an inch. They ain't staying in there. I'm gonna get coilovers, but this is gonna allow me to at least drive it around the block a few times down the road. Can't drive it too much because you got to get an alignment, and I got to get those coilovers get the ride height set before I go get an alignment, or it'll be just a waste of money. So at least I'll be able to drive it, and then I can take them things and throw them right in the dumpster. So got a little bit of gas in a jug. I'll dump a little bit of fuel down her throat. See if she lights off. Alright. Got her backed outside with her exhaust sticking outside. Make sure you got a fire extinguisher. Got the fire extinguisher. Got a little bit of high octane. So, see if I can put some in there. Hold on one second. Hard to do it with one hand. Alright, I got some gas in the carb. See if she cranks. Oh, good old truck. Old Pontiac emblem. Fired up before that gas evaporates. It's going to take a while probably. We'll see. She's in park. Oh. Oh. Oh, she lights right up. Oh, green line tack works. It's actually idling 800 RPMs. Make sure I ain't got no fuel leaks. Alright, it's a good old truck. Nice and dry. Yeah, man. She started right up the first time. It's pretty quiet out here in the front. I actually put a new fan belt on there. I had the old fan belt. And it was a squealer. It was so hard rubber. She just purrs right along. No more exhaust leak. Badass. See what she sounds like out of her pipes. Flowmasters sound good. I actually got my other mirror on. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. The old vintage tri-spoke mirror. I think they're pretty cool. Man, it's a win. I don't see no leaks. I'll get my vacuum gauge and adjust this carb up. Let her warm up first, get the temperature, and then put the vacuum gauge on it. Then we'll probably go for a cruise. Alright guys, pretty stoked now. Good old truck. Alright. Be back. Alright guys. First time out of the shop. Was going to go the other day. But the thunderstorms were coming, so I put it back in the garage. I actually took the visor off. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So I got my co-pilot with me today, and we'll go for a little cruise. Not too far. It's supposed to thunder today too. Sky's kind of hazy with smoke and overcast, so hopefully the glare ain't too bad. Yeah, man. Digging it without the visor. All right, let's go for a cruise. All right, let's hit the road. Man, I even got seatbelts in now. GM. seatbelt on? Might as well put them in here. There we go. All right, boys, let's hit the road. We just oiled our road too the other day, so hopefully it ain't too sticky. Pretty cool, the old 55 runs. Gotta love it. We'll turn here and get off of this oil. Steering's a little crooked. Gotta get her lined. Some money on the roads around here. That's what they need to do. Everybody pays enough taxes. Jeez. I think this is a win. The old truck's a runner. Second gear and shift it. Training shifted good. Homeless guy walking around. Nice. So I got them coilovers coming. Gonna put them on pretty soon, next week or something probably. Then I'll have to get it to the lineman shop. I told my buddy Dan, I don't want to build no more cars without a straight axle. At least I can align the old straight axles. Go around this way, around town. Oh, cool little spot to park. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on the journey to build with the old GMC. A couple ups and downs, but I got her. To drive. I want to get it next to my 55 gasser. Get a picture of both of them. I think it'd be pretty cool. Not bad old heat, huh, honey? Winter coming soon. Another month or less. Be putting them away probably. It's always a sad day. Small little town we live in here. Population about, I don't know, 2,500 people maybe. Not many, which is kind of nice. Like this spot right here, even though it's gravel. Yeah, it's a cool little spot. Cool old truck, man. Digging it. You don't see too many of these around. Man. About ran that thing over. Sure appreciate all you guys watching this build come together. So we can turn this pig around. Shifter works good. It's always nice when you get your build out for the first time. It's all nice and dust free. First time you go to drive it, she's all dusty. That's a bummer. Is what it is though, right? This thing's licensed. Took the old 55 out. Had no tags, man. Could have got locked up in that damn thing. This thing's legal. It's kind of nice. Everybody looking at the truck, honey. They're saying, man, what a piece of junk. That guy needs a paint job. Yeah. I dig these old patina trucks. Old patina cars. Maybe I'll get the 55 out and I'll show them both at the end of this video. See if I can get them both outside before the rain comes. Get them put away. Like getting a little breezy there across the street. The old flag blowing. You guys can see it or not. Let's go. Get her back to the shop. I'll get the old double nickel gasser out. Get them side by side. Alright. Stay tuned. Alright guys, got the 55 gasser out. Big Block Kings. This ought to be a good view. I haven't seen this view myself. Get back and look at them both. Yeah, man. Oh, they look good sitting there together. Old 55s together at last. Yeah, man. Gotta love them. They kind of match. Kind of the same colors. Some of you guys haven't seen this old 55 gasser. Most of you have, though. Yeah, she's a beast. Sure is fun to drive. Just a little bit higher than the old GMC. Well, appreciate you guys going for a ride. It's gonna rain soon, so I better put these set of double nickels away for the day. Alright guys, appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. We'll see you next time.